Hello. All right, I want to go ahead and start. We're running a little bit behind, but I just want to make sure we got everybody here because of the weather and everything. So, welcome everybody to the December brief business meeting and change of watch ceremony. I just want to call this meeting to order and ask everybody to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. This is our flag that we have here, so. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you. So again, I just want to welcome everybody, welcome our guests, everybody here for our 2025 Change of Watch ceremony. This will be a business meeting, so as of right now, I'm going to ask Dave, our SR, do we have a quorum, sir?
Yes, we do.
All right, excellent. So we do have an establishment of a quorum. I did not send out an agenda, so we do not require unanimous consent of an agenda. I do not have any old business to discuss. Does anybody have any new business they would like to mention as far as a business meeting for the Flotilla as of now? If not, I'm just going to adjourn the business part of it and move on to the change of watch. Does anybody have any pertinent information for the Flotilla? Okay, great. So what we'll do now is we'll just need a motion to adjourn. Connor made a motion to adjourn. Jerome has a second. All those in favor of adjourning the business portion of this meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned from the business portion of this. So now that we got that out of the way, again, welcome. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the opening prayer, and then we're going to go ahead and have everybody place their order for their food, and we'll go ahead and just kind of mingle and do that. And then, you know, during the meal or shortly after, we'll get started with the change of watch ceremony. So if you could please just bow your heads. Almighty God, I pray this evening for the men and women in the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. We humbly ask that you would unite us as one in the spirit of service camaraderie, and to sustain us in the good work and to grant us safety. We ask that you would give us strength for our labors and wisdom equal to every task as we pass the colors in this historic ceremony. I especially am thankful for and lifted up our elected and appointed officers, and we ask that you would endow them with every grace of leadership, patience, grace, and wisdom that they will need for the many demands that are placed upon them. We also thank you for all our departing staff officers, support personnel, Coast Guard liaison personnel, and all their family members for sustaining them, especially throughout this past year. Thank you for the progress that we have sustained. Thank you for the new leadership appointed to many of these tasks. We can never replace anyone, but only entrust them to build upon what others have begun and to meet new challenges in the year ahead. We ask that you would grant us all success in every good endeavor, so that our many missions might be accomplished and every member of the team might find satisfaction in the important work that they are doing on behalf of their nation, their state, their community, their neighbors, and family. May we also be prepared and vigilant as our watchword declares, Semper Paratus. Amen. All right, I'll instruct the waiters to go around and get everyone's meal, and we'll continue with the change of watch ceremony after we order.
Oh, that's great. I'm pushing every day.
Okay, everybody, while you're eating, if I may, I might continue our change of watch ceremony. Right now I'd like to bring your attention to the ceremony of the missing man table. Some of you might be familiar with this, some of you may not, but if you see the table that's outlined here in front of you, I'd like to point out all these aspects of this as a reflection of those who have gone before us and those who have fought for our nation and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. A single red rose in a vase as a reminder of the lives of each of the missing and their loved ones who keep the faith still waiting for answers. The red ribbon tied around the vase which shows our continued determination to account for the missing. The slice of lemon is to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. The salt recalls the tears endured by those missing and their families who seek answers. The Bible represents the strength gained through faith to sustain those lost from our country, which was founded as one nation under God. And the inverted glass symbolizes their inability to share in today's host. Chairs at each place stand empty to express their absence. As this time, as a gesture of remembrance and thanksgiving, let's give a moment of silence for those who are missing in action and those who have given their lives for the freedom that we are in danger of taking for granted. Amen. Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this special occasion. Today we gather not only to mark another year of service and progress, but to honor the individuals whose dedication, professionalism, and quiet leadership form the backbone of our organization, and that's our officers, our staff officers. In every mission, every patrol, every training evolution, every public outreach effort, there are people who stand tirelessly behind the scenes. They coordinate, they plan, they mentor, they organize, and they ensure that every member has the tools, guidance, and support needed to succeed. Their work is often invisible, but its impact is unmistakable. Our staff officers embody the very spirit of service. They give their time, their expertise, their passion, not for personal recognition, but for the betterment of the unit and the fulfillment of our shared mission. They are the ones who arrive early, stay late, and do whatever is necessary to keep our organization strong, effective, and ready. Let's take a moment and shine the spotlight on their contributions. We recognize the hours spent preparing reports, maintaining readiness records, coordinating events, managing communications, ensuring training and compliance, supporting operations, and caring for our members. These efforts are not small tasks. They're the foundation on which the mission success is built. To our outgoing staff officers, thank you. Thank you for your leadership, your guidance, your unwavering commitment. Your service has strengthened our unit and set a standard for those who follow. You leave behind not only a record of achievement, but a legacy of professionalism and dedication. To our incoming staff officers, congratulations. You are stepping into roles of responsibility and trust, and you have been selected because you demonstrate the qualities this organization values: confidence, integrity, teamwork, and willingness to serve. We look forward to the energy, the innovation, and the leadership you bring to your position. As we recognize these officers today, let us remember that our mission is a shared one. Our success relies not only on those who hold titles, but on the collective commitment of every member. Yet, it's the staff officers who help guide that collective effort, ensuring that we operate with perfect clarity and unity. So I just want to say to all of our staff officers, past, present, and future, thank you for everything you've done. Your dedication is appreciated, your leadership is respected, your service makes a difference every single day. I think everybody here has done an outstanding job this past year. I think everybody here has really showed integrity, wisdom, and professionalism in everything they do. I'm deeply honored to be Flotilla 81's Flotilla Commander for 2025. Our success hinges on everything all of you guys have done. And I just want to say thank you for being such wonderful people. Thank you for doing such an amazing job. And thank you for your service and dedication. I really appreciate it. And now I want everybody to give yourself a hand. So in talking about an outstanding job, we want to go over some of the things we've done this year. So just to let everybody know, we have represented Coast Guard, the U.S. Coast Guard, by engaging in more than 500 interactions with the public in 2025. We are represented on the Water Safety Council, the Tri-County Lake Administration boards and committees. We're present in the community spanning from Martinsville to Lynchburg and further. We are represented to our future leaders at Virginia Military Institute, Virginia Tech. Flotilla 81 is represented on division and national levels by members of this flotilla. We are here, we're in division, we're on the national level. So this year, for 2025, we started the year with several goals, and I want to go over these goals. The first one, but some of you may know, we have a patrol boat called Endeavor. Yeah. And one of our goals was to splash Endeavor by May 15th and utilize 3 patrols in 2025. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit of an overachiever. But we made huge progress with Endeavor. Endeavor was splashed on Labor Day weekend. We had Station Portsmouth was up. They got to see the boat in the water. We did, basically splash it, we floated it, we found some additional problems, but we was able to fix them. And we have worked all year long on Endeavor. We repaired the sponsons, we painted it, we cleaned it, we put new signs on it, we splashed it, we got a few other things to do, but I feel completely optimistic that Endeavor will be used for patrols in 2026. And that's just not my opinion, that's the consensus of all those who worked with it. So that's a huge accomplishment. So I just want to let everybody know that I consider that goal accomplished. And everybody here in this room has worked on Endeavor. I mean, everybody has, one way or another. So it was a collective effort and a huge achievement. Another big goal was we wanted to install new coaxial cable on the tower and connect to our VHF radio. There was a lot of effort, time, and planning that had to be put into this and thought, and it was submitted to division. The legal department with division made some corrections and stuff like that. We went back and forth a couple of times. They finally said, hey, we got it, we're okay with it. This was sent to division. Division voted to give us the funds to do this. And so we got approval from legal, we got approval from division, we got the money for it, but the government shut down, delayed everything, and so we'll have to do that when it turns pretty again. But we will be moving forward with that. This probably could have been accomplished this year, but it's kind of hard to, kind of estimate how quick, things will progress when it's out of our hands. But I consider this goal to be completed. I think there was a lot of hard work done to get this done, and it's really going to expand our reach all over Smith Mountain Lake. So I think that's a huge success, and that's a job well done by everybody who had their hands in that project. So thank you. Our goal number 3 was to vigorously pursue recruitment activities. We saw that we needed to grow as an organization here at the lake, and we wanted to add at least 8 new members in 2025. Because of everybody's really hard work and effort, we got 15 new BMI members, to join our flotilla, and we have 3 new community members added and another member already pending. So we are growing leaps and bounds. We are doing an outstanding job. So I want to thank everybody for their hard work, especially with BMI and all the events associated with that. People taking their time to do that to get these new recruits. And just spreading the word that, hey, we need people. So we have done an outstanding job at recruiting, and our ranks are growing more and more every day. So that's an awesome goal that we achieved for 2025. Our next goal was to add 1 certified boat crew member and 1 certified coxswain. Well, we have 2 boat crewmen that's ready to be QE, but the government shutdown prevented a QE from showing up and getting this done. But we do have 2 people ready to be QE'd. I assume we're going to do that in the spring and get those boat crewmen certified. So we didn't get 1 boat crew member and 1 coxswain, but we did get 2 boat crewmen that's ready to be done. We got a 3rd boat crewman coming up, and so I consider that a huge accomplishment, because every year we should want to increase our boat crews. We need to increase our coxswains. We need to increase that, because without these people, we can't do patrols, we can't get out on the lake and stuff like that. So we want to shortly keep an eye on the numbers of qualified boat crewmen that we have that we can patrol with, and a close number of coxswains that can actually go out on patrol. So this will probably be a standing goal for next year as well, because we always want to increase these numbers. Our next goal was to teach 6 boating safety classes. We taught 4 in 2025, but we also added several new instructors. And so next year we expect this goal to grow some more, because we added more instructors to our roster. So more instructors means they need more time to instruct and more hours to keep their qualifications, up to the year. So we expect to do more, and I think we actually have another boating safety class. We was just talking about, first part of January. So we're starting the year off great for that. So that's wonderful. So we've done great for 2025. 2026 looks even better, because we got, like I said, we get more instructors, so we should have more classes. So that's good. And they save lives, have people safe, so that's an important thing. Goal 6, we want to be present at boat shows and boating related events. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 9 events for 2025. We wanted to do 10. That's pretty close. But I expect that number to grow in 2026. So 2026, we're going to aim for a little bit more, see if we can reach that, and see where we go from there. Our last goal was to continue BMI AUP, flotilla support. So we want to do active in-person support of at least 6 BMI AUP events or activities. We did 10. So, we really made a big difference with BMI. And that's just amazing. So I appreciate everybody's time, effort, dedication, everything else for hosting BMI events. And it shows by, we got 15 VMI recruits from it. So, I mean, that's fabulous. So, I consider all these goals a win for 2025. We worked hard together. We managed to make significant impacts on these goals in 2026. It's really going to be kind of hard to add to these goals and continue doing it. But we got to have goals to keep us focused on something, keep us, our thought toward the goal. And so we're going to stretch it out a little bit more and see what else we can do. This is fabulous. So this is excellent work. Our mission status for 2025 is as follows. Vessel exams, we did 67 for 2025. We inspected 67 vessels in 2025. That's amazing. And everybody knows when people don't get vessel exams, they're not ready when they need to be ready. Fire extinguishers are not charged. They don't have the adequate, personal protection equipment, life jackets, whatever they need to be out here when they need it. If it's not working, it's our job to inspect your vessels and say, hey, the board's not working. This is unsafe. That's a huge part of what we do. And doing 67 vessel exams is amazing work. Our program business. We did 265 program visits, for 2025. That's amazing. That's putting literature out to the public, letting people know where your life jacket, what's for, houseboats, how to navigate around through the lake. By putting this information out there, we're helping people to avoid accidents and death and everything else. So 265 program visits is huge. 9, as I said before, 9 community events. That's just amazing. We're out there in the public eye. We're keeping people informed. The boating safety classes, again, it's just amazing, keeping us out there into the community. And at the last report, we had 27 patrols. We have patrolled this lake 27 times with active toxins, boat crewmen going out and doing active patrols on this lake, and that's huge. That's a huge win because being present on the lake helps keep people safe, keeps people from accidents and making sure they're doing everything the way they need to be. But so I rate that's really big. So these goals and everything that we accomplish is done so by the hard work of everybody here, and I thank you for it. I mean, the work that we've done this year shows in the numbers and the metrics and everything, and it's just amazing work. And I couldn't be happier. So, for accomplishing this goal and these metrics, I also want to thank everybody for their hard work for 2025. You've done an outstanding job again. I want to give you another round of applause for that. This time, I want to thank Dave had some remarks he wanted to share. I want to bring him over here and share some of his thoughts.
Chris does all the hard stuff. I get all the administrative stuff. So, yeah, I don't have anything. I just want to say thanks to everybody. Chris appoints the staff officers. You guys all report to me administratively. So thank you for making my life easy. I send out a request for info. You guys give it to me. I don't have to jump on anybody. I don't have to beat on anybody. They just show up and it's good to go. So, my job is to support Chris. You guys support me, make my life kind of easy. So I've done a bunch of the Coast Guard leadership courses, and they say, being an FC is the best job in the auxiliary. I mean, the VFC's got to be the easiest because all I do is direct people. So, it's a privilege to do this, to get to work with you guys. if you're in a staff officer job, thank you. If you want to be in one, let me know. If you're not in one and you want to be in one, let me know. If you're in one and you don't want to do it anymore, let me know. So we can kind of, this is the time of year where it's appropriate to shuffle things up. So, particularly if somebody would like to be the Secretary of Records, since I'm doing that right now. I don't really want to. It's time consuming and it is important. So it's just weird to do that as being PFC. So
How much money goes with that?
It's double what you're making now.
I will incentivize. I will buy you a beer. Non-alcoholic. Or a glass of water. Cup of coffee. Pizza. So yeah, so I just want to say thanks to everybody. Looks like we're doing it for another year. And we'll just keep doing what we do.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, one thing I wanted to point out was, let's talk about our staff officers for 2025. So our FSO CM is Tom Conroy, the voice of Smith Mountain Lake that we all hear on the radio when we're out on patrol. Thank you, Tom, for everything you do. Appreciate your work ethic and everything you do for us, and it's been great. Ron, as our CS, great job, excellent work you've done all year, standing up to date on everything that needs to be done. Couldn't do a better job. Appreciate you. Dave, navigation, done an outstanding job as our NS officer. I've learned a lot about that position actually through Dave. Because I really wasn't that familiar with it, but he brought it up to speed, done a great job. Tom is, doing finance, everything. The paperwork behind the paperwork. I know it's tough, but you've done great. Thank you for filling that role for us, and couldn't ask for a better job. Thank you. Dennis, our HR guy, just amazing work for Dennis and doing everything he does. 15 VMI cadets, 3 additional people, just tons and tons of paperwork, communication. Outstanding. Thank you so much. Dick, I'm telling you, dude, it's amazing that you continue to improve on what you do. And I see it year after year. You taught me so much, you share your knowledge, and you just outperform every single year. And it's amazing. Charles, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see that you're a part in everything else and what you do. You represent us not only here, but at the division level, so I thank you for everything you do and just being a part of everything with us. And thank you for your service on our flotilla and the division level. Appreciate you so much. Dean's not here. He's done great work and everything else. So I'm happy with Dean as far as member training. Connor, PA, new staff officer, done an outstanding job, great guy, super active, got his getting ready to get your boat crew, from what I understand. So, he is just really coming up in the ranks, doing a great job. Thank you so much for everything. Tom again, public education, works a man of different hats, does a great job. Randy's not here. Randy's awesome as well, another representative of the 81 and division level. So Randy's just a great guy. Anybody that talks to Randy, he's just a great guy. So he'd excel at anything. Dave, Secretary of Record, even though you don't want to do it. Outstanding job, Dave. I know that's a tough job. It really is. And of course, Jerome. Jerome does outstanding work. Jerome knows more about this stuff than anybody. 40-year auxiliarist. He just knows everything. So
And everybody.
Absolutely.
Knows everybody.
Yeah. So Jerome, doing that many vessel exams, that's amazing. Good job. Great work. Chief of the boat, RSS coordinator, Dean, again, the work we've done on Endeavor speaks for itself. It's amazing work and everything else, and everybody here played a part of it, and a lot of people that's not here played a part of it. Our, of course, VMI AUV Unit Liaison Officer, Dick, as well. I mean, he just goes out, he's waiting on one, he's doing VMI, he's doing PT. You know, he's representing the Coast Guard to these young people and everything. Amazing work. I mean, you're made to do that. You do awesome. And all this, you know, doing all this and having our facilities maintained by Royal is just amazing. I mean, you do an awesome job. So I can't thank you. And even those that are here that are not staff officers, that take their time and their effort to attend and participate in stuff. We know that you support us and everything else, and I want to thank you as well, because, you know, everything here is a lot of different moving parts. So, with that being said, I'm going to call Dick up here and Dave so that we can have the swearing in. I'm going to be fortunate enough to be your Flotilla Commander for 2026. Dave is going to be the Vice Flotilla Commander for 2026 as well. And I hope that I won't let anybody down, and I'll do the best I can.
I forgot to say one thing when I was up here, purely administrative. We have to be out of here absolutely no later than 4:30. There's another party coming in at 5, and they need a half an hour to turn the room around and get it all cleaned up. So just so everybody's on the same page, we've got to be vamonos by 4:30. It is
We have 40 minutes.
8 minutes before 4.
Okay.
39 minutes. We're good. We're good. We're good. Because nobody from division is here, and they scraped the bottom of the barrel, so imagine my retired Coast Guard hat on, and I'm using my retired Commander U.S. Coast Guard credentials to swear them in. I figure if I can swear in officers and swear in enlisted men, I could probably swear these guys in too. It's a lot of swearing, but dang it. Okay, so we did have elections. These are the two elected for Flotilla Commander and Vice Flotilla Commander, and I wanted to say thank you for the last year. First time in the seat for Dave, and first time in the seat for Chris too. And a great job. You guys did a good job herding the cats. We're a lot of cats. There's anybody looking at our flotilla goes, there's a lot going on there. And it might be in a good way. I don't know, hopefully. So, all right. So the prologue for this, you have offered your talents and services in the interest of a better Coast Guard auxiliary. The pledge you are about to take admits you to an office of greater responsibilities and high honor. Well, pretty much the same responsibilities as last year. Along with this honor, you must be prepared to accept certain obligations as well as the administrative and supervisory responsibilities of your office. Your task is to develop auxiliary programs, the things we do, to the maximum extent, maximum efficiency that conditions permit. You are expected to promote closer liaison between the auxiliary and local Coast Guard units, aka Station Portsmouth. Constantly reminding auxiliaries that their actions, our actions, reflect not only on the auxiliary, but also on, as Chris points out at the start of every flotilla meeting, it reflects also on the Coast Guard itself. As a leader, you are charged with maintaining high standards in all auxiliaries, programs, and activities, never compromising honor and integrity. So would everyone please rise. With the full realization of the demands of your office in terms of time, travel, and dedication, if you are willing to accept this honor, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly and sincerely pledge myself to support the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary and its purposes.
To support the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary and its purposes.
to promote its authorized activities,
promote its authorized activities,
to properly discharge the duties of my office,
to properly discharge the duties of my office,
and to abide by the governing policies
and to abide by the governing policies
established by the Commandant
established by the Commandant
of the United States Coast Guard.
of the United States Coast Guard.
Congratulations.
Sir. You may be seated. That pretty well concludes the change of watch ceremony. We're welcome to hang out for a little bit longer until 4:30 if you want to. While we close this change of watch, I want to read to you this quick poll that's on the back of the programs because it's pretty, it meant a lot. So, in conclusion, so when Davy Jones is looking for a guest, that's when the Coast Guard is at their best. Doesn't matter which month you're in need, a mayday is a word the Coast Guard will use. When out at sea and there's trouble aboard, we can bet the Guard is heading forward. They are the first to respond down the coastal shore with boats and helicopters and a whole lot more. They've been part of the military for quite some time, also part of Homeland Security to fight crime. They're on the first on the scene and know how to act. They are in place in case our shores are attacked. The first responders are trained to be bold, doesn't matter how deep or how cold. When it comes to immigrants, they make a stand and you better not get caught with contraband. Our Coast Guard is the 12th largest Navy on earth. They can fight, search, block ships, or help give birth. They roll our coastline with a strong central command. They are the best first responders not on land. This poem was written on 9/11 in honor of first responders. Thank you, everybody, for attending the 2025 Change of Watch ceremony. I'm looking forward to a great year. Thank you.